Welcome to the Foxhole, everyone. Good morning. This is another very much so an impromptu stream that I thought about doing. I couldn't sleep very much last night. I mean, I slept fine, but I'm just so excited about Man-Child being on Kickstarter, the Kickstarter launch. Being in the first 24 hours is just super exciting. And anyone who's ever launched a Kickstarter campaign can totally understand what I'm feeling and definitely gets it. You can tell I definitely have my morning voice on. So apologies for how low it is. Very monotone right now, but hopefully that'll change as I keep talking. Anyways, thanks for everyone for joining me. I really wanted to take the time this morning to look at where we are and go over the campaign a little bit. If anyone's really interested in it and seeing, what we have to offer, the stream won't be too long. I got work to go to, so you can tell how much hustle I'm putting in here. But I'm just really excited because this is what I want my work to be. Being a creator and being someone who makes comics full time, someone who writes comics, creates comics, works with artists. So yeah, anyone who's watching, please comment. Let me know you're here. If you backed Manchild, let me know. I'll share those comments. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So yeah, let me know you're here if you're watching. So I wanted to share right now and look at where we are with Manchild issue one on Kickstarter. It's only been, I think, 16 hours since we launched the campaign, and we're already $39 away from hitting 1,000, hitting 1K, which is awesome. That's really, really good. If someone's wondering, what does that mean exactly for, Kickstarter? Um, it's really good statistically and for the algorithm, and this is really important for people to know. Oh, hey, we got Michael Williams. Hey, Michael, what's up? Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you joining me this morning. I don't ever really do morning streams, but that's something I want to change during this campaign. I'd like to stream more. I'd like to keep everyone in the loop, keep everyone hyped with me because this is really exciting. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, Michael. So yeah, statistically, this is why I always encourage people to please back on day one because um, how the Kickstarter algorithm works is, the more backers you get, the faster you get them, the better it is so that people will see it more on the Kickstarter website naturally. So instead of me just sharing it out all the time, Kickstarter will actually share it to people because it's getting more traction. It's getting more popularity, and they rank things by newest and popular so that's why it's really important to back on day one because it helps me out and helps the campaign out even more. So this is awesome. We're, like I said, $39 away from hitting 1K. We're 21% funded, so we're a fifth of the way there, which in the first 16 hours, it hasn't even been a day yet. That's also really good. I've never launched a campaign in the evening. So last night I launched it on Page One Comics, which was a blast. You guys should definitely check that out. Just type in Page One Comics on YouTube. It's the latest video. I talked with Jimmy, and we had a blast launching the campaign and talking about it. We made like a couple $100 just in the first like 2 hours, so like that was really good. But yeah, like when when you see getting up to here and being on day one, just how far we come, like that's pretty great. But yeah, I wanted to let people know that there are um, so like going back to my previous thought, you can tell it's morning time because my train of thought's a little foggy, but Yeah, I've never launched a campaign in the evening, so I kind of wondered what the difference would be because I know a lot of people would be sleeping or, you know, at 5 p.m. It's different than launching a campaign at 9 a.m. and watching it the whole entire day. So I kind of wondered how it would change. This is pretty close to what I'm used to with my campaigns. But we'll see what how today goes since we get the full day where people are awake, looking on Kickstarter, browsing the web, checking their social media. So, you know, I'm really excited to see what today will bring for Man-Child. I wanted to go through the campaign this morning and we can look at it here. We have 29 backers. We're at uh, $961. Let me make this full screen here. We got 29 days to go. So yeah, this is only gonna last through the month of August, and the premiere issue in a limited series dedicated to the work and life of comics legend Stan Lee. This is only going to be a 6 issue limited series, and this is issue one right here. So the first thing you'll notice with the campaign is it says "Be amazed at the variant covers for Man-Child." What's really cool about the way we laid this out is we did it in like a Silver Age style because that's really a half of the book is a Silver Age superhero story. So I really wanted to make the campaign feel like people are getting a taste of that, and I wanted people's first impressions of the campaign when they click on it. They see this awesome header image by series artist Jay Mazar, but also when they look through the campaign, they're like, "Holy crap! Like, look at all these Marvel, DC, and Image artists that are contributing." And we have Welby who worked on. Jim Kruger and Alex Ross worked with them on Marvel's X recently for Marvel Comics. We have Tom Riley, who did an issue of Immortal Hulk recently, also did um, Marvel Snapshots X Men recently for Marvel Comics. And we got Tony Harris, who is an Eisner Award winning artist, worked on Starman in the 90s, probably best known for that. He also worked on Ex Machina with Brian K. Vaughan, and he is just an amazing artist. I mean, he's Eisner Award winning. What more do you need? It's a beautiful image. And then Nick Pitara, who is a fan favorite for a lot of people. I really love Nick and I love his work. And so when people see the campaign, they're like, "Oh man, like look at this!" And that's why I wanted to do that. So the big reason I wanted to do this stream is not only just to celebrate how far we've come, but also um, to sorry, my alarm was going off there. Also to let everyone know that in the first 24 hours, there's a few things that you can only get in the first 24 hours. And that includes some early bird deals, but also this free art print that only backers in the first 24 hours are going to get. So only 29 backers so far, all physical backers who backed. Um, will be getting this print. So this is going to be a pretty exclusive thing for Kickstarter backers. I'm not going to bring this to anything else. And so for everyone who's interested, and this is by Seasons artist Anthony Gonzalez Clark. So people who love Seasons, if you love you know his work, this is the only way you can get some of his art for my new project, which I think is really cool. So for fans of us and fans of Seasons, you can really enjoy this. But this is a art print that is a little memorial type of image for Stan Lee, and it's the first teaser I ever showed for Man-Child. It didn't have the wording here, but it just had the monarch butterfly image, and that is just really special to me because this was the first thing I ever teased to the public about what I was working on at the time, and that was at the end of 2019. So yeah, first 24 hours. So at 5 p.m. today Central Time, uh, this is going to be gone, so you won't be able to get this. So I encourage everyone to please back it in the first 24 hours. My goal for today, I would love to hit 25%. Um, I'd love to hit 1,500 or 2,000. If we can get closer to the halfway point as soon as possible, that's going to even drive even more traffic. And there's a lot of followers of the campaign that haven't backed yet. So I know there's a lot of people that will be either today or this week. Also, this is something that I don't think a lot of people realize with Kickstarter specifically, if you're only familiar with Indiegogo, but with Kickstarter, you um, once you pledge, nothing's taken out of your bank account. So you're basically making a promise. And then at the end of the campaign, if we hit the funding goal, and that's only if we hit it, then money will be taken out. So, if you're worried, oh, I don't have the money right now or whatever, it's actually like thinking about the end of the month. So that way you don't have to worry about you know, if you have enough or whatever. With Indiegogo, it takes it out right away. Some people like that too, because that way they don't have to, plan a month ahead. Um, but I kind of like the idea of, making this promise to the creator and then following through with it. And it's really cool because you get to, see how it goes and you don't have to worry about, it getting taken out unless it funds, which is really cool. That's what I like about Kickstarter too, is how it's all or nothing. So you don't get any of the money unless you hit the funding goal. And our funding goal is 4,500. We're at 961 right now. So we're getting up there pretty quickly and it's hasn't even been 24 hours yet. And half of that time's been during the night. So unless you're an international backer, it varies. But most of my backers are in the US. So I wanted to get this real quick. This is an early bird deal right here that you can only get in the first 24 hours. There's only 7 hours left to get this. And this is the early bird collector's edition of Man-Child issue 1. So that means that for the same price that you would get the standard cover, you could get the collector's edition for that same price. So you're saving $5 by getting this edition. And this edition includes me signing it. I'm only signing the collector's editions of Man-Child issue 1. So for anyone who's interested, um, you can get we already have 6 backers for this one. So people do want to get their books signed, and I'm happy to sign them, and I love doing that. I love adding that, little more exclusivity and collector's item type of deal. So um, for everyone who's wondering, what this is, the collector's edition, it means I'll sign these. I'm not going to sign the regular ones, but for everyone who wants the collector's edition, I'll sign those. And you can only get for the same price is today. So that's really cool. And then this is also really really cool. And this is only for today. Uh, so the variant covers are a little more expensive because I wanted more variety in the reward tiers, but also because you're getting professional artists covers, and the covers are beautiful and they're worth every penny, anyways. But for Nick Pitara and Tony Harris, so both of these here, um, they're $15. They're going to be $20 after today. So again, you're saving $5. You're saving money by getting the early bird deals. And so if you want Nick Pitara's or Tony Harris's, variant cover, you can get both, for $15. So that's really really cool. And it's a good deal for everyone that's like, and that's why I really want people to back in day one in the first 24 hours because you get deals that you won't get through the rest of the campaign. And then I think the last early bird deal is the Foxhole Comics bundle. And so this is for everyone who has missed my books or maybe just got PDF versions but want physical editions. You can get all of my books for $10 off the regular bundle, and you get Seasons Volumes 1 and 2, Lifeline, and Man-Child Issue 1 signed by me. So this is a really great deal, and like I said, you save $10. So, um, and there's only 7 hours to go for all of these early bird deals, and that's something I really wanted people to know because um, I won't be able to stream during the day today. So I wanted to stream this morning and share with everyone that hey, you can only get this stuff today, and then it's gone. Let me try refreshing here. Still at 961, which is still good. But yeah, it's always exciting to see, the numbers go up. So yeah, if you're watching and you're interested and want to know how you can help or what I need, like sharing it out, getting these deals on day one, it's just super super cool and a lot of fun, and I really like taking advantage of that. I take advantage of that with other Kickstarter campaigns too. Um, so yeah, let's just go over the campaign really quick. And kind of talk about this. You will become a lifelong fan of Manchild if you love the Lee, Kirby, and Ditko era of comics, Kurt Busiek's Astro City, Mr. Miracle by Tom King and Mitch Gerrits, Mike Allred's Madman, crossover by Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw. So I tried to pick as much variety as I could for some of my inspirations for this story, and also just kind of hitting different fan bases and going, more modern and classic and this story really bridges the two. So there's a lot of great inspiration, or at least things that are sort of like these books. So if you like any of these, you will enjoy Manchild. I guarantee that because I like all of these, and um, they've been a big reason of why I'm writing this series. So, but yeah, we have the plot, we have the cast here. We have Rufus, who is the modern day character, and we have the Monarch Crier, Professor Pilgrim. We have the preview here, so everyone, you can read like 7 pages of Manchild right now, um, and you can get a taste for it and see if you like it. So if you're on the fence and you want to know, you know, how I wrote it or what it's like, how the grammar is, all that stuff, you can really see the quality of the book here, and you can get a taste for it. And this is a third of what the book is going to entail. It's going to be 22 pages of interior artwork and story, and these are the first 7 8 pages. So just some amazing amazing artwork by Jay Miller, and DC Hopkins is a fantastic letterer. He's been such a pleasure to work with. Both of them have, and um, it's just really stunning work. And when I was talking with Jimmy last night on Page One Comics, we were talking about the retro feel and the vintage style and how it all looks. And I like how Jimmy mentioned doing a maybe a newsprint edition of these, and which I've thought about for the longest time, and I'd really love to do. Um, but yeah, this is just some really amazing work. So yeah, this is also really, really important. You get free shipping in the US for all single issue orders. So um, that means uh, if that doesn't really make sense, if you get a single issue, one of these like here, like it's free shipping. So you're not gonna pay $20, get to the cart, and then it's gonna charge you 5 or 10 more dollars for shipping. Like this is all you're gonna pay. Um, but if you get more, if you want, multiple copies, it'll add shipping on there. But for just single issue orders in the U.S., it's free shipping. So I've done that with all my campaigns. I really like that with campaigns, with other Kickstarter campaigns I've done. So, yeah, and then all international orders will have additional charge of $25. So everyone who um, is in the UK or just overseas, shipping is a lot more expensive, but it all goes towards the funding goal. So um, you're for everyone who orders internationally, like it really helps out the campaign. Let's go back down here. So yeah, you get issue one PDF, $5, $10 for the standard cover, and like I said, there's no shipping, so that's all you'll be spending on that. You can get the standard cover signed, so this is the collector's edition. Also, like I said, for the early bird deal today, you get this for only $10. The Welby variant cover 15, Tom Riley variant cover 15. Nick Pitara and Tony Harris, these are also 15 today, but they're going to go to $20 after 5 p.m. Central Time. You can get this Kickstarter exclusive art print, which is this print right here. For everyone who backs it, it's a 6x9. This was actually the image that I was going to send backers um, for uh, all the seasons packages that I was gonna send out. Um, but they're a lot smaller. I think they're like 4x6 or 5x7, and they have all this, writing and promotional advertisement. But the art print for people that are backing this campaign is just going to be this image here. So there won't be any, promotional art, words or anything, and it'll be larger too. And then, so this one right here, variant cover sign and Kickstarter exclusive art print. So you get the art print, and you don't get all of these books. What you do is you get to choose which one you want. So if you just want the standard cover, go for this one. But if you want a variant cover with the art print, um, you could pick one of these. And it's actually better to get one of the higher variant covers in art print because you're kind of getting a better deal. But retailer bundle actually had someone get this. There's a few left, but you get 5 copies at the retail discount. Um, Rag Mahan, hey man, good luck, brother. Looks good. Thanks so much, man. Please share it out. If you haven't, I really appreciate any support. We're almost at 1K, so that's pretty awesome. You can get your name in the acknowledgments of the book. So in all my Kickstarter crowdfunded books I've done, there's always been an acknowledgments page, and so you can get your name featured in there, and you get the art print, you get the collector's edition signed. You can also get an original sketch for $75, and you get all this stuff. So with each tier, you're getting pretty much everything before it. There are some tiers where you don't, but for instance, you get an original sketch, you get the collector's edition, you get the art print, and you get your name in the acknowledgement. So the higher you go, the more things you get, and also the kind of better deal you get because we're adding on to each of these, and you're really helping the campaign out. So it's sort of an extra bonus there. This one's awesome. I can't wait for people to get all these covers. If you're a collector and you want every single cover of Man-Child, you get this with the art print. And so you have everything for issue one. And that's $80. So, 10, 15, 15, 20, 20. You know, that's a pretty good deal there with everything. And then the Foxhole Comics bundle. this is also one of the early bird deals that you can get right now, where instead of 85, it's $75. So, like I said, you're getting all these books, all my books that I've done, over 300 pages of story and quality stuff. I mean, I really pride myself in the quality that um, of my writing, but also of the artists that I work with, especially the artists that I work with. I love everyone that I've worked with. I love what they've done, and it's some of the best stuff that I think you can find in indie comics right now, and at least in the crowdfunding scene. And then you can get drawn to the story. Which is super fun. If you want to be in the man-child universe, this is the way you can actually be in it. And also, like I said, you get all of the stuff previously, standard cover, art print, collector's edition of the book, name and acknowledgments, original sketch, just everything. And then we actually had someone get an original page yesterday, so that really helped us. But you get original page from the comic, you get a sketch, you get your name in the acknowledgments, you get the standard cover signed. Um, you just get everything. Like this is the big tier that I hope sells out because this will propel us, even faster. And I believe there's only 5 of these, so there's only 4 left right now. Yeah, we have one backer. We got 4 out of 5 left. So if we sold all these, that's $1,000, um, and that would just help us out a ton. And like I said, you get a lot of stuff for that. Stretch goals. I actually have a lot of stretch goals in mind. So I didn't want to list them here yet because I really just wanted to focus on getting funded. But the closer we get to the funding goal, or once we hit funding, I will definitely start sharing those and asking people what they want. That's what I really want to know. I really want to know what do you want? Do you want stickers, button? Um, I mentioned a newsprint run earlier. Like if this campaign keeps going the way it's going, we could maybe make a separate print run of newsprint, which I don't think would be too difficult, all things considered. And yeah, so here's the fund. So I break down how much everything's going to cost. And this is a very um, uh, detailed oriented graph where you can see how much money is going to what. It's really important to be as transparent as possible and to let your backers know that, hey, like, this is where all the money's going. Like, none of this is going to me. This is all going to the art, to production, to the printing, to the shipping, to Kickstarter taxes and fees, and buying the ISBN number and barcode and all that stuff. So, um, you know, this isn't me making money. It's just me being able to make this. Um, and doing what I love and sharing it with everyone. And that's what I really love to do and want to do. For everyone that's wondering too, uh, I'm writing the final issue of Man-Child right now. So I've been working on this for a long time, um, and I've been working hard on it, hours at a day, writing and scripting and working on this. So, and haven't got paid at all. This is what I love to do and what I really enjoy doing, and I just want to share this with people. And so you really get to see how all this goes. And any excess funds, I mean, I'm just putting it into issue 2, and the next issues and stuff. So that's what this is all about. If you really love what this is and you want to keep the story going, any excess funds that we get is going into keeping the series going. So the timeline, I expect all of these, all the artwork, everything, and to be shipping these out by the end of the year or early next year. I have January 2022 as the timeline goal, the estimated arrival date, and that's because you know, I wanted to give as much time as possible, especially what I've experienced with Seasons Volume 2. So it could be even a lot earlier. It just kind of depends. So we got David. Hey, David. Good luck, man. I hope it goes well. Thank you so much. It's going well so far. Please share it out if you haven't. Check it out. All your any support. Like I said, it's $5 for a PDF, $10 for the book, and free U.S. shipping. So really good deal. Really quality stuff. Um, so why back Man-Child? So I'll read this real quick. This story is for Stanley. I miss his presence in the world. I miss his smile and the chipper spirit he brought to the lives of his family and fans like myself. This story is also for comic book fans looking for a richer, classic superhero tale full of imagination and creative energy, and for those who look at themselves and think, maybe I should put my childhood behind me, or my childhood is all I have left to cling to. If any of these things resonate with you, I think you'll find a lot to enjoy and take from Man-Child, and hope you'll support me in making it. So yeah, that's really, really uh, the heart of why I would ask for support and what this is all about. Um, this is for Stan Lee. This is about um, you know being really down to earth with what the story is about when it comes to being a grown up, but loving things that you've loved since being a kid, and how to navigate the world that way and how people see you. So it's a really important theme of the story. And then you got us. So there's me, Jay Mazar, the artist, and DC Hopkins, the letterer. It's just us guys, just us three. I really like close knit creative teams. I think it helps to keep continuity better, keep things, really easy when it comes to communication between the least amount of people as possible. It's a very much a collaborative effort, and these guys are doing so much amazing work on this book. And I mean, all of this is because of them, and why this campaign looks as well as it does, and why the book looks as well as it does, and as good as it does. So yeah, I want to go through the campaign here. Let's see if we have any more backers. It's still at 961. All right. Let me see. All right, I'm back here. But yeah, guys, please share this out today. And like I said, take advantage of the early bird deals. Um, this is the first day, technically, in a way, the first full day that this campaign will have. And I really hope that we hit up to 25% funded today. If we get a quarter of the way there, um, that would be really preferable, and it'll show other people that find the campaign naturally, um, how good this is doing, because people love seeing something succeed and they want to jump onto that. And I've emphasized that a lot in my previous live streams that I've done, when I was doing the Seasons Volume 2 Kickstarter. um, people like seeing it succeed, and that brings them on board, and they love being a part of it. So yeah, I really encourage everyone to check that out, and I'm going to play the video for everyone who might be interested. Yeah, guys. So that was the video for Man-Child. We're at 21% of the goal. Super cool. Refresh it here. Right. Yeah, and Michael Stanley was a beacon for a lot of us. He really was. I've really rediscovered his work recently and doing all this research for this book and just his life. And um, I read a few biographies when I first started writing this, and um, I just was reading classic Stan and Kirby books, and um, it just gave me a whole new appreciation for what he did, and just that idea of looking back and going, how did they do this? Like, how did they actually um, make Marvel heroes the way they did? And why does it resonate with so many people? And it just is really interesting to look into the history of that and look at exactly what they did and where Stanley was in his life, where Kirby was, and Ditko, and all these creators that at a time comics were not, uh, you know, that high on the totem pole of being respectable when it came to literature or art, and they really made it what it is, and that's just incredible to think about, and how you can change people's perspective on a medium. It's been a long time coming, and it's still not as respected as it needs to be, but um, we're getting there, and that's the big theme about this book too. Um, I think I'm gonna end the broadcast here in this live stream. I really just want to go over the campaign, share with everyone, have everyone uh, anyone who had questions. And again, this was a very impromptu stream. I actually remembered to play the video beforehand, rather than yesterday when I was, uh, you know, just doing this before I went on with Jimmy. Let me see. Lost the sound. Hope my little bit helped. Oh, thanks, Alan. Let me see. Yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah, I hope I'm working, or I don't know if it's your computer. But yeah, I hate technical difficulties. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please back Man Child today. Please share it out. And let's, hit a really good percentage today. Let's make today the biggest day for the campaign besides the last day. I'd really love to hit the goal in the first, couple weeks if we can. And we can just share this out. And, every little bit helps, because you see the backer number count and people see that too, and that's really encouraging for people to want to check it out and back it. And again, it helps the algorithm, because we're always trying to beat the algorithm, guys. That's that's what we're doing here. We're trying to make something and then share it with everyone, and that's what making comics is, and making indie comics is. But yeah, you guys have a great day today. Thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, please back Manchild issue 1 on Kickstarter. Your support is sorely needed for this book, because it's the only way that we can do this. So yeah, everyone, have a good day. And it's the only way this book could be made, guys. So please share it out. Please support it. And I'll keep doing these streams. I want to keep updating everyone, and sharing this out, and letting everyone know how we're doing. So, yeah, you guys have a good day, and we'll catch you later.